Hey guys, welcome back to Quick Nursing Shots with Smita, and today we're going to discuss about the management of the cholelithiasis. So yes, we have already discussed the cholelithiasis definition, pathophysiology, and the assessment and diagnostic features. So here in this part we're going to discuss the management. So if you haven't watched the first part, I recommend you to go and watch the first part, and then we can start here with the management. So it includes your medical, surgical, and nursing management. Let's see what says the medical management about the cholelithiasis. So here it says that the major objective and the main aim of our medical management is to reduce the incidence of gallbladder pain and cholecystitis. So here these two things are arising because of the gallbladder stone. So how we can overcome these two problem or these two symptoms related to the major problem by using supportive and dietary management for the patient. And if it is possible, then we have to remove the cause of the cholecystitis and the gallbladder pain, which is your stone in your gallbladder. So how we can remove your gallbladder stone? By using some medicines, which is pharmacological therapy, endoscopic procedures, and also the surgical intervention is it is opted for. So those patients who are not responding to the medical therapy, or wherever it is, if it is a serious condition, then we can opt for surgical intervention. So of all, we have to start nutritional and supportive therapy. So it is being noticed that more than 80% of percentage of the cases who has got the proper rest, proper nutrition, which is low fat diet, obviously, because we have to avoid the cholesterol intake, because already the cholesterol is level of cholesterol is high in the body, which is causing the stone formation. So avoiding that, having good nutrition, proper rest, nasogastric suction, these things we can perform, and also the IV therapy. So here it is seen that there are good chances of recovery and the remission is seen widely for the patients. Then pharmacological therapy, it says that the medicines which are UDCA and CDCA, these two medicines are widely used to dissolve the small and radiolucent gallstones. So the stones which are very small in size, these are dissolved by these two. And there are some other medicines for the same purpose which are comparatively which have more side effects than these two. Then there are some non-surgical removal of the gallstone without having any surgery done. How we can remove the gallstones? The first one is dissolving gallstone. Here we are going to use some solvent, some kind of medicines which is actually called as solvent, and we're going to infuse that solvent in directly into your gallbladder where your gallstones are present, and then your gallstones will get dissolved, and uh, it will be eliminated from the body through the bile and then through the excretory process. And then the stone removal by the instrumentation. So by instrumentation, it means that we are using a kind of instrument which has a basket attached to it. So we're gonna introduce that instrument with basket inside your gallbladder, and that basket will carry your stone. It will directly remove that stone from that place, and it will take it out through that. Then extracorporeal shockwave lithotripsy. So the lithotripsy, it means that breaking down of stone or fragmenting of stone. So here how we can fragment this stone is by using some shock wave. And in this procedure, the patient is asked to sit in a bathtub where the patient will be patient will be inside water, and through that we are going to use shock wave directly on the gallbladder stone, which will help in fragmenting of the stone. Then intracorporeal lithotripsy. This procedure is done for the patient by giving and applying a laser pulse directly on your stone. So since the laser is effective for stone and tumor, it is also very harmful if it is directed on your normal tissue. So here we're gonna use another there is another instrument which is being used, like which is used in endoscopy. So with that, we're going to visualize on the screen whether the laser is being directed on your tissue or on the stone. So we can distinguish with that, and the surgeon will directly apply the laser on the gallstone, which will break those stone easily, and then by your excretory system it will come out. Then this surgical management, it is like removal of the gallbladder. So first surgery which is done was cholecystectomy, and it is a traditional surgery approach which is being used for more than 100 years now. So this is the surgery where you have to, it's an open surgery which was used to done before, but now it is being replaced by a laparoscopic cholecystectomy. Here also we're going to remove the gallbladder, but not by an open surgery. Here we're going to make some small hole or small incision in your abdomen, and through your umbilicus or those incision, the instrument will be inserted inside the abdomen, and then the gallbladder stone or the gallbladder will be removed. Now, the choledochostomy is the procedure where we gonna cut, and the incision is made on your bile duct directly, and that common duct will be cut out and removed. Then the nursing management says that our major aim is to relieve the pain of the patient, because here pain and infection in your gallbladder is the major problem. So relieve pain by some compressions, and we can also give those medicine which is prescribed by the doctor. And in case the patient is not getting the pain is not getting subsided, then we can ask the doctor if the dosage can be increased. And also the improving the respiratory status, here we're going to focus on the patient's respiratory status, because the surgery, later the surgery or post operatively, it has been noticed that the people with this had lots of pulmonary complications. So just to avoid those pulmonary complications, we have to notice and observe person respiratory status. We keep on check your patient's respiratory, your vitals, and if patient had surgery, then do not just leave the patient in bed. Always go and observe your patient condition and take vitals on time, maybe in 30 minutes. Then promoting skincare and biliary drainage. So since we have a drainage attached, there is a tube or drain system which is attached through it, because after surgery there will be an inflammation and there will be a swelling. So that swelling has to be subsided. So how it will be subsided, because we have to put a drain, which that drain will drain out the excess of bile. So if there is any drainage attached to the body, we have to make sure that the incision is not being infected, or there is no any infection, or skin erosion is not happening. So with that, we need to promote skin care, teach patient and the family member how they can take care of their skin, and then monitoring and managing the potential complications. So what all the potential complications are involved in this case or after the surgery, you have to keep on your eye with that, and always report the doctor or the physician, the surgeon who had done the surgery. Then improving nutritional status, so here we have to focus on the person nutrition, get a proper diet chart by a dietitian for the patient and make the patient follow it. Then promoting home and community based care, so here we're going to teach the patient how they can take care at home setup, and also if the drainage is attached, then how they can take care of that, and what kind of diet person should follow. And here the person will not have to compromise with their diet for a long run, but whatever is required, you're going to teach that patient and also the attendant or the family members. Then the nursing diagnosis are acute pain, impaired gas exchange, impaired skin integrity, imbalanced nutrition, deficient knowledge. So yeah, this is it about the condition. So thank you for watching my video. If you like it, just give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and your classmates, and I hope you guys are studying well. So study well, and yeah, this is it. Subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel. Then bye bye.